in this video I'm going to walk you through the couch stretch. So it's a brilliant stretch for working on your hip flexors, loosening them up, especially if we're quite sedentary throughout the day, just waking these muscles up right now. Okay, so let's get into it. Find yourself a spot against the couch, perhaps, or in my case, I'm against the wall. We're going to pop our 1 foot forwards, okay, into like a lunge. We can stay here with our hands on the floor. So you pop 1 foot up against the wall. The closer this knee is to the wall behind you, or the couch behind you, the harder the stretch is going to be. So if you haven't done this one before, you're not quite sure on where you're at with your progressions, feel free to take it nice and easy first of all, and just start walking your way backwards later on. So already you may be feeling a little bit of a stretch through this muscle here, okay? You can feel a bit of a stretch going right down. So if this feels okay, then I would like you to take your hands up onto your knees, try and stand nice and upright here, okay? Like I mentioned earlier, if this feels okay and you want to make it a little bit more challenging, those hip flexors are feeling quite loose, then feel free to take that knee a bit closer to the wall. Again, closing this gap makes it harder, okay? Again, either staying here or bringing your hands up onto your knees. If you'd like to, feel free to hold on to something. Could be some parallels if you have some, could be some books, whatever you fancy, whatever you have available at home. I'm going to try and stay nice and upright. So my 2 top tips for your couch stretch, just to get the most out of it, so we're not just kind of relaxing here. It should feel pretty challenging. I really want you to focus on squeezing your glutes and squeezing your bum on the side you feel the stretch. So for me, I'm stretching up this side. So I want to squeeze this glute as much as I can. And by squeezing that muscle here, I'm then pulling on that hip flexor a little bit more, almost like it's winning the tug of war. That's how I think of it as. And now I can feel that stretch even deeper, so I'm getting more bang for my buck out of that couch stretch, okay? My second and last tip for today is all about the back positioning. So what we don't want to see in the couch stretch is you arching the back and trying to get those shoulders to the wall and thinking, yes, I'm doing so well. It's great, you're pretty flexible. But again, if we want to get the most out of this stretch, I want to think about coming into an engaged core, a hollow position, we call it here at CaliUnity. So thinking about bringing the ribs down to the waist and closing that gap. So engaging the core here, squeezing it inwards, squeezing the bum, and just holding here. And just, I would recommend holding for about 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds each side. And my best recommendation for practicing this stretch is simply just doing it in front of the sofa, in front of the TV, perhaps. Hence why it's called the couch stretch in the first place. Or maybe if you're waiting around for your dinner, or you're brushing your teeth perhaps, or maybe you just want to stretch before bed or first thing in the morning. Just a quick kind of couple minutes in your day. It slots in perfectly, and it will really, really help those hip flexors loosen up, especially if we tend to sit a lot. So any questions, guys, feel free to reach out, and I hope this helps.